we're in a relationship and the yellow sign is flashing. And we're like, I think I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. And we end up in a relationship wreck because we ignored those particular warning signs. Another one is
making premature compromises. Too many times we compromise. We compromise our values. You know, there's certain things, you know, you may have your list of do's and don'ts. You know, your parents tell you, you know, safe sex for marriage. And so you plan, you say, okay, I won't get involved in that aspect of it. But sometimes when, you know, the music is on, the lights are dim, you forget everything mommy said and everything you had made, decisions you've made in your minds, okay? And so it's important that you try not to make premature compromises.
and also giving in to lust's blindness. Sometimes when love really is lust, it blinds us. And we think it's just it, but it's really the sex. That's what really is driving the relationship. And it sort of makes us blind. We just said love is not blind. Love sees all the flaws and everything. But lust will blind you. You think that he or she has just got it going on, but it's really something else.
And then our next one is giving in to material seduction. How many of you said he has to drive a fine car? Come on now. Fine clothes. Gotta have a car, jobs. Okay. And so we have a list of things, material things that we want to have in a mate. And sometimes that is a big mistake. Sometimes you have some good-hearted men out there, and they really truly love you. But because they're not driving a big car, because they don't have a very big job, with a lot of money, our President Barack Obama, when he met Michelle, he was only a little intern. She was already in corporate America working in a law firm. She was established. But when they got together and she saw the qualities in this man, she was willing to work with him. She saw his potential. And so she didn't give up on him. Now, you think she's happy she married him now? That's right. I didn't give up on my husband. No, he didn't give up on me, okay?
That's right. All right. The need to be needed, or you might be needy if. All right? And all of these we're saying you might be needy if you feel it's better to be in a bad relationship than in no relationship at all. You might be needy.
And the second one is you find yourself going quickly from one relationship to another. You just keep changing. That may be a sign of neediness.
Or you might be needy if...
First of all, if you're anxiously calling him or her when he is or she is obviously avoiding you. Hello. And then the second is anxiously emailing when the other hasn't emailed you much or at all lately. And then the next, not paying attention to your own misgivings about contacting someone and doing it anyway, then feeling bad. Next, telling yourself over and over that you did something wrong. Okay, that may be a sign to recognize neediness. Next, telling yourself you said something wrong or watching every word you are about to say so you really can't relax. And ignoring your friends who could give you support during this trying period. And then, of course, going on and on repetitively about your sorrows and what you did and said wrong and how you can get your ex back. How many of you have been in that place? Don't put up your hands, but there are folks who have been there, okay, trying to get him back.
All right, this is an interesting kind of chart about love, sex, and relationships. This is Hollywood's formula when it comes to relationships. What happens first? See if you've seen this on campus. find the right person. And what happens a lot of times in the student center, you're looking for the right person. Then you go to the club. What's the name of the club that you're going to? What's the name of it? Barflies. What else? Atlantis. What else? LAX. All right. Fly major boy. All right, all that's about is trying to find the right person. Then the next thing is falling in love. Now, this word fall, it sounds like an accident. When you fall somewhere, it's like, yeah, you know, it's a fall. So love is really not a fall, it's more like a climb. So fall in love, find the right person, fall in love, fix your hopes and dreams on the fulfillment on that person, and then if failure occurs, repeat steps 1, 2, and 3. That's Hollywood's formula for relationships.
Now let's look at God's prescription or God's formula for relationship. First of all, you become the right person. So that means you have to work on yourself, all right? Next is to walk in love. Not fall in love, but walk in love. So you are, you're kind to others. You respect others. Okay? You demonstrate love as you go about your daily walk. Next, fix your hope in God and please God through your relationships. Okay, I remember when we were dating, we started out our dates with prayer and in the Word. All right? And we encourage each other in that. And so it really kept us focused on the right things. All right? And so that we could build a strong foundation. Okay, and then of course the last, if failure occurs, repeat steps 1, 2, and 3. All right? And so that is God's formula.
All right, now we're going to this section I think you all been waiting for.
Yeah.
This is our sex section, and we're gonna see a little bit about this, and we're gonna be seeing some videos, some responses as well, and we're gonna see what that has to say. The 2 questions that we're gonna be dealing with in these are, would you date someone who was committed to abstinence, and how long should you wait for sex? Those are the questions that we're going to be seeing in our next 2 series of interviews.
Yes, I would date someone that's committed to abstinence.
Yeah, most definitely,
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would date someone who's committed to abstinence because I believe that if you love the person and care for the person, then you should wait for them.
Honestly, I don't think I would.
I see lots of relationships falling because of lack of sex.
I might give it a try, I need to work on it anyway. Maybe that person might help me, you never know.
I believe being with someone that is striving to do what the Bible says will keep me in check and keep me in order.
9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna cheat if I was trying to date someone else committed to abstinence.
If more people were committed to God's word and less about what satisfies the body, then we would be better off controlling this urge.
I will do whatever's right and what pleases them and what pleases God.
Yes, I would date someone that's committed to abstinence. It's a great thing. I think it's great if someone can sustain until, their point of views, and I'm all for that. Yes, let's do it.
If you feel comfortable with that person, that you can get down like that, then I think you should do it.
I feel like that the 2 partners should come to agreement as to when they're ready to have sex. You really shouldn't place a time limit on anything. That really depends on how you feel and if you're mature enough and ready for the situation.
You should wait till marriage.
If the 2 people involved are mature enough, then maybe they could wait until they're married.
Until you know the person, so however long that takes, you should wait till marriage.
I don't think there is a time frame.
90 days is good.
I don't think you should rush into it at all. It should be more of like a spiritual thing. You should be able to feel that one person, not really sex, but love making.
But if they're not mature and they think sex is a big part of a committed relationship, then there's no time, because they can do it the first day, second day, third day.
There's so much going on in this day and time that the best way to protect yourself as well as your future mate is to wait until you're married.
Ooh. Until you get the ring.